What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Javier and this is Fast TV. So today we're actually going to be working on the black NSX, and we got the wiring harness finally came in, and I'm so excited to show that to you right now. PJ Walters, we've been in talks for almost a year now, trying to work on this wiring harness for the NSX, try to get something really clean, really nice to go in there. Also to be able to work with our AM Infinity and what modifications we need to do. So let me go ahead and just show you the harness, how beautiful this thing came out. So you can see everything is nice and labeled. Here's your C102 connection, and then your C101 that goes near the transmission from the body, near the transmission. Everything's gone through, everything's nice and labeled, very nice looming, brand new wires, brand new connectors, no reused items, everything's new, guys. This is all brand new. And the cool thing was, so we had discussed what we wanted to do with the ECUs. I wanted to be able to have the option to run a stock ECU or possibly the AM EMS2, which is what a lot of the J-Series guys normally use. I am also, for me, my own personal reasons, I wanted to make a J-Series run off of the AM Infinity. In order to do so, we decided to build a harness, like I said, for stock ECU and AM EMS2 plug and play. And we made a header jumper for the AM Infinity to plug right in. Also, here are all the body plugs to connect straight to the NSX chassis. No cutting, no splicing. It's all right there, guys. So PJ really hooked this up. It looks amazing. The grommet is preset there for now, so we can adjust it as needed. What I'm going to be working on today is just kind of lay it out and just see how it all runs. The NSX is not quite ready for the harness, but I want to just go ahead and lay everything out, see how it looks, just to get a feel for how everything worked out in this. But yeah, I'm fucking excited. It's been a long time coming, and I'm just really, really happy that PJ was able to help me out with this project and getting this far with it. So I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, and let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and get inside the car, take a look what we got going on. It's been a minute. She's been sitting since we dropped the motor in. Hadn't really had a chance to do anything else with the car, so open this girl up. All right. Again, for those that are new to the channel, this is a J32A2 out of a TL Type S. Also the TL, so around 2001, 2003, came with this this A2, J32A2 motor. You see, it's been Florida, man. You get that oxidation if on everything that's not coated. So all this is gonna get redone. I'm not too worried about it. This manifold, we just threw it on there for now. I actually have a different J-Series manifold that I'll be using, and later in the future, we'll do some boosted stuff upgrades, and that whole J-Series manifold will more likely disappear altogether, and we're going to be doing something completely different. But yeah, I do have just some coils sitting in here for now. Same thing with injectors, just sitting underneath the rail. I'm going to go ahead and pull this manifold off so I can get easy access. And then I'll go ahead and lay my new engine harness on there so we can take a look. All right, there's our, normally, you know, if you're familiar with the NSX, there's normally a little fan here for your engine compartment, help draw some cool air inside. He's even got your wire set for that as well, and the correct pin for it, just really cool. Again, PJ's Customs made a really awesome harness here, and I'm just so excited to get all this put together. I haven't quite decided how I want to make sure I do my routing. I've contemplated going around the backside here, and I apologize for the angle here. Going around the backside where this filter currently sits, your factory fuel filter, run along the side here and bring it up and over, and then spray everything through. Haven't quite decided yet. I have many options, but we're just gonna play with it a little bit and see how it goes from there. We got injector 1, 2, and 3. So we got injector 6. Injector number 5. We'll hook up 5. There we go. 6. There we go. And number 4, red to the front. Very cool. And let's see what we got here. I think this is gonna be my knock sensor and alternator and cam. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So cam signal, knock sensor, and alternator. So alternator, although I don't have the alternator mounted in the vehicle, it sits right over here. So I already know this is gonna route this direction towards the front. So I'm gonna maneuver this harness a little bit so I know where I want it. And right there. I do have to change, so this guy will sit right through here on this valley, just like the OEM does. It'll follow back with my engine harness once I tuck everything properly. And then I have my cam position, which I broke this plug, but that's okay because I have some extra ones. And what's cool is, again, my setup that I currently have, because I am running the AM Infinity, I'm only needing 2 of the 4 wires. So I told them, don't worry about it, go ahead and run the 2. But what I might do for in the future is run the 4 and just not pin it to the header. And that way I have the extra wires there to switch. Let's say in the future I want to go, like we said before, go to the stock ECU or the EMS2 AEM. Then my 2 wires are already there, and all I can do is just plug it straight in and use the cam sensor and just replace the cam gear that I modified with a stock cam gear. And if you guys haven't seen that, go back in my videos. You'll be able to see the modification I did for this cam gear, where we made it from a 4-point pickup to just a single-point pickup, because our tuning is going to be a 12-to-1 ratio setup on the ECU. And then knock sensor, of course, little guy comes down here, plugs right through, and be this plug right there. So that's awesome. We will hide those guys right there. Plenty of length. This is actually going to look so nice and smooth. And I'm going to tuck this little guy here for now. But yeah, I'm loving this right now. Of course, I got this guy, spreads out. This is a lot of my throttle position controls are going to be here. Idle control valve. Let's see what we got here. So that's going to be my main ground that goes to the cylinder head. Bolts on the back side, just like it would on a J series. There you go. My fan signal. There's my map sensor, goes to the throttle body. And this one is my ECT, throttle position, TPS, and where's it at here? This little guy, idle control valve. And I opted for the newer style oval instead of the round, because that's what I'm going to be using. The throttle body I chose to use on this one, it is going to be mechanical. It is not a drive-by-wire. With AM Infinity, I do have the option of drive-by-wire, but I could always throw an additional harness and tuck it in just like that to expand it to drive-by-wire. But I also opted to use the newer style idle control valve because I'm using a throttle body off of a Acura MDX. So all this will go down here, like so. I would just choose what side of the engine I want to run it, so I can tuck it in the valley. More likely it'll be something very similar to this, like so. This could also tuck to the side here. Then I'm gonna have my coil signals coming in. This one would go to the other side of the cylinder head, ground. You can see right there for your coils. And here are my 3 coil connections. And although they do lay out almost identical, he was nice enough to make them just a little bit longer for me so I can tuck everything real nice. This one is actually gonna be for coils 4, 5, and 6. So we're gonna route these guys over here. And this should be my other bunch, coils 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and hook these guys up real quick just to get a good visual. But I am so grateful for this shop expansion Rob has done to his garage. And of course, allowing me to use the garage for all this work here. And I don't know if you can see him in the camera there, but while I'm working on this here, he's actually using a piece of welding wire so he can get kind of a bend on the coolant hoses that we need to get for the swap. They are different sizes on each end for this car. That's something I'll be working on later on to get the correct dimensions and see what we can get made, or find something out there that's already made to fit all that. So that's why he's doing with that welding wire, to kind of get dimensions we need for both the heater hoses, or for the heater hose and your coolant radiator hoses. So you can see we'll get the harness tucked right through there, and I have the excess of the harness, so I'm not ready to tuck it in all the way, but it will go behind that brace and follow the firewall and go right into the original plug area. So we got plenty of room for that, and mount my ECU where I want it. And of course on this side here, so we're following the harness through. Here's our factory connectors back to the body for our power, and then reverse switch. And normally, if you're still using your stock map sensor and all that on the back side of the engine bay, I should say, you'd be able to go ahead and use these right here, your C101 and your C102 plugs, and those can be pinned to your needs. But right now, so let's just say you have an NSX with the original engine and your harness is starting to show its age. You know how those things do, they start getting a little bit of green here and there. He could actually build you a custom harness just for your ride. That's OEM, plug and play, to replace your wore out harness. You're having problems trying to figure out some electrical bugs, this will be worth all the money in the world just to get rid of those issues. Anyway, go ahead and plug these guys right back here where it goes on the body. And of course, I'm missing a few items in the engine bay, so it's gonna look different to you right now because I have all kinds of room for activities. But yeah, plug right in. Here's where the fuse box normally sits, up here, so that'll be mounted underneath. And then of course we have our starter signal right through here. This guy's for my oh, this guy right here is pretty cool. So let's say you decide to do a 6-speed swap and use the J-series transmission. That is also an option. You could have him wire up your lockup for the reverse lockout. You can wire that in as well. Your speed sensor, depending which type you have, he'll get the correct plug for you. Put it on here. So see, I got my countershaft speed, and then or vehicle speed, depending what sensor you're using. And yeah, there's the CSS right there. And this is my I forgot what this one was. Reverse. This is for your reverse. Goes right on top of the motor right here. All that follows right through here. And of course I tuck a little bit better. And again, your grounds for your coils that go in the head just like it would on a normal J-series. I'll tell you guys, I am digging this harness. It is going to make our life a lot easier and not chase any issues. And again, this is not final mock-up. It's just a quick overlook, see what I got, and then we'll see what it looks like. You have your manifold on here, your J-series manifold you would put on. It would just sit just like that. And that's it. All you would see really is your coil wires, and then your harness coming out. And of course, again, we're not, this is just mock-up, but just in mock-up, it looks so much cleaner than an OEM setup or a factory J-series harness that's probably been all chopped up to hell. This is gonna make your life easier. So again, if you're needing one, make sure you see PJ Walters, PJ Customs. He will get you set up. I will put his link on the description down below. This is not a paid advertisement, so, but he has been working with me to try to get this done. I really appreciate all his assistance and help. So same thing, if you got a Civic and you're trying to do a J-swap, Integra, whatever it is, if it's a J, he's got you covered, guys. Yeah, this is gonna look so dope. Again, we got a different intake manifold that I'm cleaning up, powder coating, valve covers are getting done. Yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you haven't already and like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to gauge my audience, see what you guys like, what you don't like. Want to know, so you get a chance, just put something down in the comments. You think it's shitty? Put it on the comments. You love it? Put it on the comments. I don't care. Fuck it. Just put something on there for me. Tell me, hey, you need to go fucking shave your face or brush your teeth, whatever it is. Just put it in the comments. I don't mind. I won't take offense. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. You have a great day.